Gaslighting doesn't start with a lie about the world. It starts with a lie about your memory of it. The first move is small, a denial so calm and so confident that it doesn't feel like a fight. That never happened. You're remembering it wrong. I never said that. Said once, it's forgettable. Said repeatedly, over months it becomes something else entirely. A slow erosion of the one thing a person needs to trust most, their own perception. This is the core of gaslighting. It doesn't attack what you believe. It attacks your ability to believe anything at all. The next tool is trivializing. Real concerns get shrunk down until they seem too small to matter. You're overreacting. It was just a joke. Why are you making this such a big deal? The target isn't told they're wrong. They're told they're too sensitive to judge what wrong even looks like. Over time, they stop trusting their own reactions before anyone else has to argue with them at all. Then comes countering, a direct assault on memory itself. The manipulator insists their version of events is the only version that happened, delivered with such certainty that doubting it feels irrational. It isn't about winning the specific argument. It's about teaching the target that their memory is the thing on trial every single time. Withholding follows closely behind. The manipulator refuses to engage. I'm not having this conversation. You're just trying to confuse me. By declining to discuss it, they make the target feel unheard, and worse, unstable for even bringing it up. Silence becomes a weapon precisely because it offers nothing to push back against. Diverting is the pivot. Anytime the target raises a real issue, the conversation quietly moves somewhere else, usually onto the target's own character. Where is this coming from? Are you feeling insecure again? The original concern disappears, replaced by a new one entirely. Something must be wrong with the person who raised it. Stereotyping sharpens the blade further. The manipulator leans on cultural narratives that already tell people their perceptions can't be trusted. You're so emotional. You always overthink things. You're being paranoid. These aren't just insults. They're preloaded scripts the target has likely heard before, which makes them land faster and cut deeper. What makes all of this so effective isn't any single tactic. It's repetition. One denial is nothing. 100 denials spread across months quietly rewrite what a person believes is possible to trust, including themselves. And here is the part that makes gaslighting so hard to escape. The target doesn't lose trust in the manipulator first. They lose trust in themselves first. By the time the pattern becomes visible, the compass they'd normally use to notice it has already been tampered with. This is why victims often stay far longer than outsiders can understand. It was never simply about affection or fear. It was about no longer being sure their own read on reality could be trusted enough to leave. Gaslighting rarely announces itself. It doesn't arrive with a warning label. It arrives disguised as concern. I'm just worried about you, as calm reasonableness. I'm the only one being rational here. And as devotion, I only push back because I know you better than you know yourself. None of these techniques require a raised voice or a dramatic confrontation. They require only patience, repetition, and access to a relationship close enough that the target's guard naturally comes down. Denial, trivializing, countering, withholding, diverting, stereotyping. Every one of them shows up in far smaller, far more ordinary places. A manager who insists a meeting went differently than everyone remembers. A partner who reframes every disagreement as a flaw in you. A friend who always somehow becomes the victim of every conflict they start. Gaslighters didn't invent doubt. They simply learned exactly where a person's certainty is weakest and how to press there, quietly, until the weak point becomes the whole structure. The best protection isn't refusing to ever doubt yourself. It's noticing the pattern. A story that keeps needing your memory to be wrong. A relationship where you're always the one apologizing for things you're not sure you did. And a growing habit of checking your own reactions against someone else's approval before you trust them. Awareness doesn't erase the damage already done. It just means the next time your memory gets challenged a little too confidently, a little too often, you'll recognize it not as your own unreliability, but as a technique. If this episode helped you see these patterns more clearly, Let us know in the comments. And subscribe for more deep dives into the dark psychology hiding in plain sight.